Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. This is a guidance video for the month of March 2017, and we've been going through a lot of different transitions and changes, and I wanted to talk with you guys about the energy or the key points for this month, and also the different message that the messages that Mashadiel, who is the angel of March and also the overseeing angel of Aries as well, what message Mashadiel is bringing for us all. So I hope this is finding you happy and well wherever you are. I've got a lot of things to talk about with this video today, so hopefully we'll get through it okay. Now, firstly, I always like to ask, how are you guys going? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better within yourself, because this year is, and I've been saying that a bit of a while, but this year is your year. It's your year to make transitions, to change things, to move into, more of your true soul self, things that you really want to do for yourself, opening up your spirituality, studying and getting messages from everywhere, and really starting to take notice of the energy that you're feeling within yourself. A lot of transitions are taking place on many different levels, and I've been assured that we're all continually having beautiful attunements and upgrades, and it's about just listening to the balance that's going on within yourself. Sometimes we ignore the little things. Mashadiel is one of those angels that helps things move along really, really quickly, and helps you to take notice of how you're feeling about yourself too. A lot of things that are going on relate to past life events. We're getting rid of a lot of people from, who've been connected to us from past lives as well. And I've just noticed with a lot of the people that I've been talking to and doing readings for people and mentoring people, that there are a lot of energies that are still negative from the past, and it's time that we're pushing ourselves away from those things now. And sometimes it can just be, having someone on your friends list, for example, on Facebook or wherever you are, that you really don't even talk to, you don't really connect with anymore, yet they're still sitting there, and it's sort of like stagnant energy. And what we're trying to do is create everything moving forward for us. So we don't want anything that's still dragging us back from the past. So maybe it's time to sort of just clear out, all of on your friends list, or some people that you just don't even know who they are and they're on your friends list kind of thing. Sometimes that energy is really draining on you more than you might think that it is. And also, just by going through your friends and whoever it is that you're hanging around and whatever you're doing, sometimes it's the way in which they can grow by you sort of letting them move on. So you're doing it for the best intentions, letting them go for their own strength, their own purpose, their own life path, so that you can go on yours. Because sometimes it's just conflicting with you. The interests that you may have had in the past is conflicting with the things that you're going through now. And I'm finding this message is just honing in on me as well, because there are so many people that I have, and a lot of them I don't even know who they are. They've just added me because of someone else, or through finding me on YouTube or wherever it is, and I don't know who they are, and they're all just sort of there. So it's time to just be really strict with yourself, and personalize everything in your way, and with your own goals in mind, and also in a positive way of letting other people sort of go on their track too. And perhaps by doing that, they're learning the things that you're actually trying to teach anyway. Okay, so Mashadiel is with us all, and he is known as Lightning of God. So imagine that, things just happening out of the blue, things happening really quickly. The energy is of fast movement, and we've had it, we're already in March, for goodness sakes, and we've had this fast movement going on. And I'm going to be in Australia till around about the end of April, and then I'm going back to the UK to pack up everything and finish off everything that I need to do there. And then the plan at the moment is that I'm going over to Canada for a few weeks, and then back to Australia. The reason being is because Pete needs to get his visa to live here, and it takes like a good year for that to take place. So we're going to have to go back and forth a little bit for a while, but it's going to be great because this means that I can connect with more of you one-on-one. And I didn't know how I was going to do that before. And so sometimes things are in our way, like it feels like an obstacle, but it's really to bring you to something even better. And this sort of theme is going to happen to us, not just this month, but throughout this year, where, you know, we're just going to be going through things where it feels like the door's shutting or an obstacle's in our way and we just don't understand, and then suddenly it gets resolved on the other side of things. So I'm saying that this is the plan at the moment, but I'm also aware that the universe has its own mind, and I could be led in many different directions, and I'm just going to go with it. So I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about the different key points for the month of March, the things that I've written, and you can find this at my website, divinemiracles.com, and then just look up BDevine's articles, and you'll find all my articles in there. But anyway, I've written this all up here at the website. So the key points for March 2017 are luck. So we're going to have a lot of luck on our side, which is good. Growth, opportunity, strength, helpfulness, creative energy, release of attachments, transition, fast events, confidence, and courage. Okay? So the luck being on our side is always going to be a good thing, and we have to see ourselves as lucky individuals, not always saying, oh, I've got really bad luck, I always have bad luck. Say, I'm lucky every single day, I'm so lucky. The change of the way that you're thinking really shifts everything into gear and allows you to manifest too. Growth. So that growth process happens when we do things that are out of the ordinary for us. So, you know, by releasing people that we don't need in our life, by making changes to the way that we live and the way that we eat and, you know, how we do things, shifting the energy around in our home and, you know, whatever it is that we're doing, brings that growth to us, and we start to stretch and grow and understand and learn. Now, we can always just go back to the same old way of doing everything, and we'll just end up with the same old way of doing everything and things happening in the same old way. So shifting our viewpoint into, you know, what's the best thing for my highest good? You know, what is the best thing for the purpose that I want for myself? And this brings in the growth that you're looking for. Opportunity is another point here. So there are going to be different avenues of opportunity for you, and not just for this month, but throughout the year as well. There will be lots of different avenues, and it's going to be up to your feeling, up to your choice, what you decide to do. You may just enjoy being exactly how you are, and that's fine. But when you see those opportunities coming up for you for changes in income or change in your life, these are all things that you've manifested. These are all things that you've thought about at some point in your life, and here it is now coming about. So take notice of those things. Strength too. Strength is something that we don't feel that we have until we are totally tested on something, and we work out that we're a lot stronger than we thought that we were. Oftentimes people say to me, wow, you know, with all the things that have happened in your life, you're really, really strong. And sometimes I just want to say, no, I've wanted to fall apart. I've wanted to just allow myself to grieve. I've wanted to, you know, be depressed, you know, and just be upset and, you know, give up everything. I've wanted to do that. And then I find that I sleep on it, and suddenly the next day I've got this determination. You may find that you get through things, but you do it in your own way, and that is called strength. You know, and you want more strength. If you're wanting more strength, it actually comes from accepting yourself for just how you are, you know, and that is one of the most difficult things that we can do, is having that acceptance. And that also comes down to not feeling worthy enough of having any goodness happen to us, you know, having things happen to us. And that's all going to start to change as long as you make that as your focus. Okay. Helpfulness is the other point here. So your kindness is going to be rewarded. The things that you do for other people, the way that you put yourself last, and all of these things, there's going to actually start being some things moving forward for you as rewards. But if you have your heart shut to that, or think to yourself, oh no, that's never going to happen to me, or it never happens to me, or I don't deserve that, then you get into that worthiness issues again. You'll close it off. So just say to the universe, I am open to receive whatever it is that I need for my highest good, and my heart is open to it with love. Then this is a better affirmation than, oh no, it's never going to happen to me kind of thing. Okay? Know that you're appreciated in the big scheme of things. You may not be appreciated by all those little people around you, but your angels, your guides, the whole entire spiritual realm loves you and thinks you're amazing, for what you do. So don't discount that energy. Let that come forward, and let yourself be rewarded. Okay. The other issue here is creative energy. Okay. So you may have some things going on in your mind, and it's really hard to get it out, and actually make anything happen with it. One thing that I'm really good at is procrastinating. Like, I've got so many ideas, and then I find, my days are filled up with silly little things. I get myself caught up with catching up with people, or having to email people, or having to make do my readings or do my work, and it starts to overwhelm me the night before, and then I get doing it on the day, and it's okay, but I find that my energy is scattered. So the creative process, when I actually sit there and I start writing out a plan, or I sit there and I put something into action, that creative process actually makes all the channels fit, if that makes sense. So when I had an idea for my book, I just started writing things out in chapters, and then it all started to fit into place. But before that, I just had it in my head, oh yes, I'm going to write this book, I'm going to write this book, I'm going to write this book, and I just kept going around. But when I put the creative process into action, it all started to work. So that's almost like you're affirming in writing what you're going to do, and everything starts to work towards that. So don't ignore your creative processes as well, whether that's turning up the music and meditating, or drawing, or anything that you do to allow your mind to sort of rest in a way from worry, but focus on something that is important to you. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to work for you. And that's something that we're just going to work on very slowly for the month of March. Okay, the release of attachments. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while now, you know that it's really, really important to protect yourself. You know that there are certain people, since we are all empaths in some way, there are certain people, places, and situations that make you feel awful, that make you feel physically sick, and some people like to do things on purpose, I guess, like push your buttons kind of thing. But the silly point in that, and I used to say to throw my hands up in the air to the universe and say, why is it that so many people annoy me? Why do they do that? Purposely trying to annoy me. Why are you letting that happen to me? And the stupid answer that I got back, which was a really good answer, but it made me feel stupid, was, they only annoy you as long as you allow it to. And I'm like, oh, so I just need to switch off, or get away, or protect myself, or, make sure that I'm cleansing and clearing properly and not taking it on board. And this is the thing that we do. We end up taking things very personally, and we end up with all these people sort of stuck to our auric field, and all these places that we're frightened of, or worried about, or nervous about, stuck to our auric field, and it just creates imbalance throughout the body. So the releasing of attachments, speak to whoever you feel comfortable speaking with. I usually speak with Archangel Michael or Jesus to clear away attachments. If I'm picking something up physically, I'm working with Raphael as well. If I'm if I've got a sore neck or something, I need to check first whether it's my sore neck or someone else's sore neck, because we're so sensitive to the energies, and these energies have been rising and rising and rising, and we're becoming more and more sensitive. In order to open up our abilities, then we need to be more and more vigilant about who we have in our space, where we're going, and what we're doing with ourselves. And just make it a pact, that I often say, if I'm doing a whole lot of readings in person all at once kind of thing, I often say I'm not going to have time to clear myself in between, so I'm going to set up an automatic cleanse and clear. As soon as the person's left, detach, cleanse, clear, and I ask the angels to just take care of that whole thing for me, because when you're going live with somebody, and I tend to feel sorry for people and pick up all their stuff, and I couldn't be doing that, and I was able to keep on going. But you just need to remember to set that intention before you do anything, so that it's just automatic cleanse and clear. And then later on, when you get home, you can do a focused sort of intention on that. Okay, the next one is transition. So transitioning from one part of your spiritual journey to another, or one country to another, or one lesson to another, or I actually don't like calling them lessons. I try to call them experiences. So one experience to another, and that's what we're going to be working with as the energy is so quick for March. We'll be working with that energy of transition quickly as well. So go with the flow at all times. Okay, so then the next point was fast events. So even though it feels like we're at the beginning of the month, suddenly we're going to be at the end of the month, but things are going to happen really quickly in between. So we just need to take our time and slow things back if we need to, and trust that as quickly as something can happen to us where we feel a little bit down or a little bit negative about it, just as quickly the energy can shift off to something else. But the quicker that you actually switch off from the negative and back onto the positive, the quicker that starts happening for you as well. Okay, confidence is the next one. So many people ask me about confidence, wanting to have confidence. And there's a little thing here, I'm just going to put this down for a second. When you're talking about confidence, there is something inside of you makes you feel that confidence is something that suddenly happens to you. It's like you're asking the angels for assistance and you're expecting them to switch it for you, or to do it for you, and really that's not how it works. With anything that you're trying to achieve in your life, or trying to get somewhere, or even if it's just confidence, you must put your energy towards that. So what I did with mine was I basically first got rid of my need to compare myself with other people. Then I got rid of my need to care what anyone thought of me. Now these two factors in themselves are really massively important. But when you get those right, the confidence actually just emerges from you. Okay, so you're working towards it. You're not expecting it to suddenly just wash over you. You're saying to yourself, I can do whatever it is that I want to do, as long as my intention comes from love. And yes, there are going to be people that don't like it, but it doesn't matter what you do, there are going to be people that don't like it. So do you care? Do you really mind what other people think? And if so, why is it so important for you to have the approval of other people? Because then it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper back into your life. So to have confidence, first accept that you've already got it there. It's already within you, and that you're allowing it to emerge by not comparing yourself to who you think's better than you or whatever. Stop comparing yourself and stop worrying what other people are actually going to react like. And if you can get those two things, worked on and do it, and trust that you're being assisted in that, then nothing will bother you. It won't matter what you do. And always use me as inspiration if you need to. Someone who's stuttered, someone who had struggles all their life, someone who was abused up until they were 32, badly, so many things happened to me. I've been nearly killed that many times, and I couldn't get words out. I had no confidence in myself. All my hair in the top of my head all fell out, when I was like 18. So I had this big bald patch on the top of my head, and I was skinny as anything. My skin was bad. I looked old when I was 18 compared to now, at my age. And everything was hard. Everything was difficult. No money, not even having going for a walk with my children and saying, look, we've got $1, we're going to get a drink, we'll share it, that kind of thing. Difficulties. And I didn't have any confidence in myself because of all the things that were going on and because of the way that I'd been treated and all of that. So I worked on it myself, and that's what you're sort of being asked to do. Don't look for that magic wand or that magic crystal or that magic potion or anything like that. It might put a band-aid on a situation, but the inside out needs to heal. And that's something also that I can help you with more deeply on a one-on-one basis, but you've got to find that within yourself, and it will come with you wanting that. Okay? All right, what else is it here? Confidence and courage as well. Having the courage to change your life, having the courage to change the way that you see things, having the courage to start that business, to start your healing program, to start working with spirit, to start doing readings instead of saying, well, I can't do readings as good as so-and-so. That all comes down to confidence too. If you follow your intuition and your happiness and you follow that good intention, you can never go wrong with anything that you're trying to do. There may be twists and turns, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. There may be people that don't mix with your energy, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. That if you trust and learn that everybody has their path, then nothing seems to faze you. And this comes over, obviously it comes over time, but with directed energy towards that happening for you. And this is something that Mashadiel can help you with greatly, finding that inner self that's hiding there, that you don't show everybody, Okay, so I'll basically just give you the message from Mashadiel, the channeled message here. Hopefully, there it is. Okay, so I have to put it sideways. Okay, so this is the channeled message from Mashadiel. It says, greetings everyone. Blessed are you all, the love lights of the world. You are so much more powerful than you know, and this power is not to control others, but instead it is there to stay in charge of yourself and the path that you've laid for yourself. Although it's difficult to see yourself in such an amazing light, we angels want you to know that we see you in no other way. You light up in the galaxies, as rainbow lights of color and sound, also vibration, and this is how we see you, not your physical self, but your true essence. It is this essence you are here to discover, dear soul. Advancements are now underway for you all. Embrace these in your heart and follow your strong intuition. It will always guide you to what you need. As always, I and many millions of angels are with you as the energy of unconditional love always. Embrace your true self, which is authentic and beautiful, never needing changing, only growth and fed with love. Love and light always, I am Mashadiel. See that? I like that one where it says here, although it's difficult to see yourself in such an amazing light, we angels also want you to know that we see you in no other way. You light up in the galaxies as rainbow lights of color and sound, also vibration, and this is how we see you, not your physical self, but your true essence. And that was really important for me to learn and understand, because you always expect people to be looking down on you, or angels to be looking down on you and seeing you in your physicality, or seeing all the things you've done that are so bad, and chalking up all those things in some big random book, and going, well, there she goes, she did that again, kind of thing. But they don't. What they're seeing is your vibration and your essence, and the soul journey that you've been on, and the badges of honor that you have, and the essence of who you truly are, which is magnificent. And that's how they see you, and that's how they love you. They love you for everything. They see all the that you're concerned about, all the things that you may have done or said or whatever it is, or mistakes or whatever. And they see that, but then they see that you've kept on going, and that you're reaching for the light, and that you're here doing what you are supposed to be doing, and spreading that love and joy. And that is their message. Just spread the unconditional love. Just everybody try to accept each other. Try to grow as much as you can, and show others how to do that. And for me, that's been my biggest lesson. First, loving myself unconditionally, which is difficult as anyone else. It's difficult for anyone else, it's difficult for me too. Love yourself unconditionally, and then teach others how to do it. Help yourself to grow, teach others how to do it. And that's what we do, And everything that you're doing, or everything that's happened to you as part of your experience here, is changing the world. It is changing it. And the fact that you're reaching out, looking for, a purpose, looking for someone to sort of help you, is the biggest step in the next direction for you. And it's the biggest step in awakening to your true self, which is absolutely beautiful. That is who you are. And we're all reflections of each other. So we're just all as connected as each other. And those people who you think are absolutely gorgeous by looks or whatever, just remember you're a reflection of that as well. And someone else's beauty doesn't mean the absence of yours. And I found that was very, very good. It was a good thing for me, always being told I was ugly and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not buying into it. I just wanted to tell you, and that made me compare. Well, maybe I should be as pretty as that, or maybe I should have that kind of figure, or maybe I should do, and it was just rubbish, So see yourself as already fantastic just how you are, And if you want things to change, then expect that change, expect that vibration, and go forward with things, and eat the right things, and drink the right things, and take care of your energy, and all of that. But embrace yourself for who you are, the uniqueness of who you are. And that is your key to success. That is your key to all your business success, and maybe doing readings for people, maybe doing healing work, or whatever it is that you do, counseling, whatever. Be unique and be yourself, most importantly, and you will be rewarded for that. It will just naturally happen to you. So we've got a lot of things to look forward to this month, things to change and grow with. Just know that I'm always there to help you if you need it, and you can find me on all social media at Divine Miracles. And I'd really love it if you listen to my podcast interview that I did for the Glitch movie, which is talking about ordinary people having angel encounters as well. So I'm actually going to make that available here on YouTube, so you can hear it as audio as well. Also, I've got a special going on this month for crystal reading, which I don't often give. So you can get a crystal reading for me. It's about 25 minutes as an MP3, and that is totally on special at my website. Or else, if you're interested in mentoring, spiritually mentoring, or you've got a business idea, or you need help with something, or healing as well, I do have these intensive programs available at the moment at my website too, and they're all on special, so it's a good time to get it. Anything else that you need me for, please feel free to email me or contact me at the details below, and I'll do my best to help you. So hope that you will enjoy the energies of Mashadiel this month. The colors are like a red color, which I've got sort of on here, working with Mashadiel, and also gold. So you can use those colors for your candles as well to connect. And if you like, a good thing to do is write a letter. When you're writing to Mashadiel, use a red pen to do so. That would be really good. And then put it underneath your pillow, and you may dream of the answer or get the answer that you need. So looking forward to hearing from you guys. Hope you have an awesome week, month, wherever you are. And I am going to say goodbye for now.